I can imagine that these credit cards have probably weighed on your FICO, right? When was the last time you looked at your FICO score?
No, I haven't looked at it, man.
Oh, when was the last time?
Maybe last year, 685.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I would assume it's probably in the high sixes because of the credit card debt, right?
I don't want this to affect my credit. It's going to affect my credit score.
No, it's actually helping you improve it. But I won't even get that far if I can't even go that far. And that, again, that's something that I can help you with, is really a protection of your time. So let me ask you, if you haven't pulled your credit, or if you haven't looked at your credit report, I imagine you haven't applied for a refinance. Is there a reason why? Is it because of income? Right now, where you're at, you have to understand your opponent. You have to understand who you're engaging with, who you're, trading off shots with. But nonetheless, it's still a battle because they're fighting to get off the phone with you, right? And hurry it up. So they're fighting to not comply with whatever you want, right? Because they're mad, right? Like, oh, Rome, you're the ninth call for the day, right?
Right.
But then again, you got some where like, yeah, they're the first, and you can sense it. Now, the reason for that is because when you're the ninth or you're the 10th, you can actually turn that frustration into gratitude. And so what you're doing is you're doing a reversal. And you might be like, well, how? They're already mad. So imagine if I connected with you and I want you to role play with me, okay? I want you to say the things that those people tell you, okay? So I'm be like, hey, Rome, this is Daniel with SalesRemastered. I just wanted to get back to you. There's an inquiry that you had submitted, and I've actually been assigned to timestamp the release of some information that I'm going to be sending over to your email. It looks like your email is romeo@gmail.com. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, cool. It's actually en route right now. And you know what? Hey, while I got you on the phone, let me make sure it's worth your time, because I'm sure you're getting a lot of offers right now. But here's the advantage that you have dealing with me is I can only show you what you may qualify for. And it's going to be real time based on the market today. Whereas a lot of those offers, you have to inquire just to find out that there's points, just to find out you're dealing with a broker, just to find out you're dealing with, A, B, and C. So, hey, while I got you on the phone, let me confirm the property right here on Memory Lane. This is your primary home, right?
That's it, but can you tell me the rate?
Yeah, for sure. That's actually what I'm going to be sending out to you. Now, since it's your primary home, the intent with the refinance, is it primarily to pay the house off sooner, or are you looking to maximize savings?
I'm trying to pull out some cash, lower the payment. But what's the rate?
Yeah, for sure. That's actually what I'm putting together for you, because they differentiate, which you bring up a good point, Rome. You want to make sure that you understand whatever offer or whatever advertisement you see actually applies to you. Now, because you're in need for cash out, a lot of the advertisements or offers are actually for rate and term, and there's a difference. But here's the thing is, because of my relationship with the entity, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, I may be able to help you avoid the difference in pricing. So let me ask you first, though, Rome, to make sure I can even do that. What's the intent for the cash? What are you going to do with it?
I'm trying to put it into a savings for my son, college savings.
Oh, love it. Nice. Okay, so you're going to put it inside of an account where it's just going to sit.
Right, for college.
Okay, cool. And then do you know how much money you need for him?
Maybe like 20, 30,000.
That's awesome. How old is he?
17.
Okay, so he's going to need it in about a year, right?
Right. That's money right there. Everything I'm doing.
Yeah, absolutely. Not only that, but more importantly, a lot of my clients that I deal with kids who are already in college, you'd be amazed how much money they're spending every month in tuition, gas, groceries, rent, utilities. How much, and I don't even want to go over that number because it'll probably blow your mind. But this $30,000 tucked away from him, it's letting him know two things. Number one is that he has the support, but number two is he has to be responsible with the amount. So he can't just blow it. He has to strategize, right? So here's what I'm thinking is I can send out some information that's going to show you both. And the reason why is because I want to show you what it would look like if you didn't pull the cash, plus if you did pull the cash. But let me ask you real quick before I send it out, Rome. Currently right now on your mortgage, is there a second? Is there an equity line?
There's a home equity line for about 10.
About 10,000? Okay.
Yeah.
And then do you have any like hero loans or home energy efficient liens on your home? No? Okay, sweet. Perfect. And then outside of the mortgage and the equity line, is there any other debt like credit cards or car loans?
I got about 15,000.
About 15,000. Is that credit card debt, Rome?
Credit card debt.
Okay. And then what's the payment you send on that 15K?
Then about 200 a month.
Is that the minimum or above due?
No, that's the minimum.
Oh, okay. I mean, I salute you because you want $30,000 for your kid, but let me just make sure that you're safe first, okay? So with your current payment of $200, it only being the minimum, there has to be other things that are eating up your net income, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to help you figure out what your net income is. You know, I'm going to ask you about your gross, but only you see your net. I need to document and make note of what your net is. Your net is basically your net income minus all of your expenses, the groceries, the gas, the utilities, you know, your equity line, your hobbies, dinners on Saturdays because you eat out, right? Everything. What is the amount of your net income every month that you could slide to your checking and savings just for you for a rainy day?
Maybe about $50.
Oh, wow. So it's pretty much what comes in and goes out.
Right,
now,
right.
How much do you currently have now in checking and savings?
Got about $2,000.
Ooh, okay. So, and then your mortgage payment is how much?
About $1,400.
Okay, so in other words, you got 1 month of mortgage tucked away if anything happens.
Right.
But again, I salute you, Rome, because your focus is in the right place, my friend.
But
it's about taking care of your kids. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to send you some information. It's going to show you what rate you qualify for. But at the end of the day, what I'm really able to offer you is an extension of our relationship with Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. Because what's happening, Rome, is you're getting calls from all these other lenders, and we all go to the same place. It's Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, VA, or FHA. But here's the thing, Rome, is that you know, most of the homeowners in the RSM, the reason why they choose to work with us is because we're a direct channel to the source. In other words, Rome, you're not paying for Uber to get to me, you're already with me. So that's just an elimination of an extra cost that you don't have to worry about. But here's where we really shine. Here's the reason why most homeowners in RSM choose to work with me is because I am in a position where I can help you actually design a plan to not only help you achieve the goal to provide for your son through his tuition and what he may need as he's going to college, but also focus on you. I can imagine that these credit cards have probably weighed on your FICO, right? When was the last time you looked at your FICO score?
No, I haven't looked at it, man.
When was the last time?
Maybe last year, 685.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I would assume it's probably in the high sixes because of the credit card debt, right?
I don't want this to affect my credit. It's going to affect my credit score?
No, it's actually helping you improve it. But I won't even get that far if I can't even go that far. And that, again, that's something that I can help you with, is really a protection of your time. So let me ask you, if you haven't pulled your credit, or if you haven't looked at your credit report, I imagine you haven't applied for a refinance. Is there a reason why? Is it because of income?
Right.
Or just credit?
And the debt.
Okay. Is because your debt to income ratio is high?
Right.
Okay, so I'm gonna pause right there, right? So just right away, within 1 minute, I extracted so much leverage from you.
Yeah. You pulled the whole app out. I mean, just like.
Yeah. Hey, so check this out. Without even you knowing, I know one is you have a 680 FICO. Number two is I know you're making minimum payments on. The reason why you're making minimum payments on is because you're currently living check to check. And it's important to protect your cash flow because right now you have less than 2 months of mortgage payments, not just living, mortgage payments. So God forbid if an emergency happened, you have nowhere else to pull from but your credit card, which would then thus increase your liabilities, eating away the $50 surplus that you have per month, putting you into a deficit. And since you can't pull it from your bank, you would then charge it on your credit card, which would then weigh down your FICO. I'm beating you up right now.
Yeah, fucking me up, bro.
Right. But this happens at the very front of the pitch, where most LOs don't do that.
Yeah,
because last time I talked to you was at 10 a.m. this morning. It's fucking 6 o'clock at night now.
Right. I forgot what I said to you.
But yeah, not only that, but you're like, who the fuck is this, man? I just got home from a long day. I'm trying to have dinner. My wife is already tripping. Yeah, right? You see what I'm saying? But what happens? Most of us, we call them and be like, hey, Rome, I got some options for you. Grab a pen and paper.
Right.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
You're going back through the rundown, refreshing my memory of what I said and what, that was this morning.
Correct.
That state of like, oh yeah, that's right. I said that. Oh yeah.
Here's the beauty of it, right? When you call Jim, or in your case, I would call you, right? Because I know I'm calling you at the right time because I know you told me in our first call that you'd be at a home computer or a tablet to give consent. You know my shit. right? So that's the setup. So I already know your wife is there with you, but here's the bonus. Before I even go over all that, I'm like, hey, Rome, I'm about to send out the information. I got an idea. Can I run it by you? What do you say?
Sure.
Yeah, right? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Is Mrs. Rome there? Can you put me on speakerphone real quick? And I already know she's there because I confirmed it in the first call.
Right.
Get it? So
Right.
guess what? You put on speakerphone, right? Now this is how it sounds. Hey, Mrs. Rome, I had a chance to talk to Rome earlier today. He had mentioned that it was important for you both to avoid having to go into more debt because Rome's FICO, blah, 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 right? But here's the bonus. Here's what closes it, is that she feels now that I'm psychic and you feel good because you're like, hey, babe, I explained it right? You see, I listened to you, right, babe? Right? He's feeling pride inside too.
Right.
Because he's able to make his wife happy. And that goes way, way beyond the traditional method of gaining rapport of saying, hey, so what's your kid's favorite color? That's exactly what it needs. It needs a fucking moment of silence because I killed that shit.